Audiences have already shown that they're willing to sit through 2+ hour movies, so why not bring in musical breaks that showcase the very composers fans are paying to hear? This episode is powered by Poddecks. Poddecks are the hottest new tool for podcasters looking to have more meaningful conversations or gamify their podcast. Simply shuffle up, ask a question, and let the content roll. Get yours today at poddecks.com and use the code Larry21 for 10% off your order. Hello and welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I am your host, Larry Leese. Today we're diving into the latest discussion around movie theaters, movies, and the opportunity to bring back intermissions. Before that, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Poddecks, for sponsoring this episode. Check them out today at poddecks.com. Use the promo code Larry21 for 10% off your order. Now, let's dive into today's topic. It's time for the return of Overtures and Intermissions. This weekend, Matt Reeves' The Batman arrives in theaters, and it clocks in at just under 3 hours. That's right, the new superhero offering from Warner Brothers sits at 175 minutes. It doesn't quite best the 3-hour, 2-minute runtime Avengers Endgame, but illustrates how epic hero journeys have become the norm for movie-going audiences. Of the longest movies of the 2010s, the majority of epics have been comprised of IPs and auteurs. Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street needs no cape to tell the story of Jordan Belfort, but it does need 3 hours of audience time. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, and its follow-up, The Desolation of Smaug, are both over 2 hours and 41 minutes, while the alien robot saga of Transformers has a pair of 2+ hour movies on the list. Even at home, the binge clock enables those with the time to watch their desired TV series and movie franchises in bulk. The data is in. The long movie here to stay. Why not bring back the old 7th inning stretch for movie fans? The intermission was a relic of cinema, but it doesn't have to remain that way. It's time for the return of the overture and the intermission. On the roster detailing the longest movies of the past decade, the most interesting entries on the list come by way of vocal cinephile Quentin Tarantino, whose most recent films, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, revisionist western Django Unchained, and stage play on the big screen, The Hateful Eight, all run up over 2 hours and 45 minutes of mayhem. The movies themselves are all fantastic. It's Tarantino's old school film presentation that led to something beautiful. Upon the 2015 release of The Hateful Eight, the Jackie Brown writer-director decided to usher movie-going audiences back to a time when the movie was a capital E event. Through a limited engagement campaign, the ensemble western opened on 100 screens across North America. And with none of the namby-pamby digital projection. No, The Hateful Eight would be projected in real deal 70mm, a format that was good enough for the likes of Lawrence of Arabia and Christopher Nolan's 2017 war picture, Dunkirk. In this roadshow release of The Hateful Eight, an overture and intermission would play. It seems that celluloid is still, as always, tantalizing and awe-inspiring as a format. The film was shot on 65mm with classic Panavision lenses, shooting the ridiculously wide aspect ratio of 2.76 to 1. The roadshow was a success, proving that the success of lensing used in classic films, like 2001: A Space Odyssey, was evergreen and lending credence to the idea that film and digital can cohabitate in the same pop culture space. The full roadshow experience is a pricey one, but including intermissions and tentpole films is not only doable, it's been done. In the mid-20th century, people had to be pulled away from their brand spanking new television sets. And it was on the studios to maintain AV supremacy. So Paramount put out Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments the same year that 20th Century Fox churned out The King and I, and United Artists released Around the World in 80 days, all with overtures, intermissions, and or exit compositions. Bring these back and it can help everyone. The studios, the storytellers they hire, the theaters they show their pictures at, and moviegoers who want both a movie and experience without surcharges or needing access to DVD special features. There's more than one way to watch a movie in the current landscape, and so studios these days are doing whatever they can to get butts in theater seats. Riding on the coattails of the 3D craze of the early 2010s, which faltered by 2018, and with theatrical attendance down before and during the pandemic, exhibitionists have started putting their eggs into the IMAX basket to keep profits rising after screenings of big screen friendly epics like Dune and Spider-Man No Way Home. But those fancy screenings have fancy surcharges attached to the price of admission. The onslaught of streaming and the advent of day and date releases have made staying home feel more convenient than ever. On top of providing projectionists a chance to switch reels, intermissions would give relief to patrons, providing a break between features and maximize concession sales, which is the bread and butter of most movie theaters. In 2020, when most theaters around the country had closed their doors, places like the El Capitan in Hollywood tried to stay afloat by selling their concessions curbside, promising contactless pickup for moviegoers. For a while, many independent theaters ran a catchy 1957 ad that encouraged patrons to buy snacks and tasty beverages. Filmax Studios' Let's All Go to the Lobby, aka Technicolor Refreshment Trailer number 1, played before the main show and featured animated food items like popcorn and a soda, urging the audience to grab something to eat in the theater lobby. It's iconic enough that it hasn't left the culture consciousness. Throw pillows featuring the ad can be found and purchased on genre fandom websites like Horror Decor. Then and today, concessions and the ads that support them do the heavy lifting in supporting your local movie theater. Perhaps the movie as event doesn't have to stay a pricey indulgence for the most avid movie watchers. Audiences have already shown that they're willing to sit through 2+ hour movies, so why not bring in musical breaks that showcase the very composers fans are paying to hear, and bring relief to both ticket buyers and the bottom line of movie theaters. As illustrated earlier, the movie already has the potential to be an event, and it enables storytelling flourishes that you can find in the stage setting, like the mid-feature cliffhanger. Imagine the Russo brothers breaking up the Avengers tale into 5 acts instead of the requisite 3. Complaints of a padded second half would be nipped in the bud, and audiences are revitalized for the rest of the show following the break. On a technical level, there's little need for the overture or the intermission. Projection faculties have evolved along with arc lamps that eliminate the need for physical maintenance needed in decades past. Digital projection may be here to stay, but reviving the overture and the intermission music can help everyone. The studios, the storytellers they hire, the theaters that need direct support, and the moviegoers who want both a movie and an experience without surcharges or needing access to DVD special feature. Roger Ebert said it best, quote, "No good film is too long, and no bad film is short enough." As audiences gleefully pour out of the Batman with 3 fewer hours left in their day, it seems that people are ready to attend something big, something they can't quite replicate from home, where you can always pause or skip the tunes. The theatrical experience can be reclaimed as an accessible event, and audiences are ready. Studios, particularly those with hefty IP collections like Warner Brothers, should chew on it. Let us know in the comments section below. Do you think movie theaters or movies should have intermissions? Should we bring that back? Or do you think we should just sit through 3-hour movies from start to finish with no breaks? As always, if you want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Your support helps the channel grow, upgrade our equipment, bring in new writers and hosts, expand our content, take our show on the road, hopefully one day. Your support will make all that happen. And now for our top segment of the day, the Poddex segment. Today's question from the Poddex app: would you rather have free plane tickets for just you, for life, or have 3 get out of jail free cards that free you for everything except murder? I'm gonna just go with free plane tickets for life. I haven't really personally had any run-ins with the law, so I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So I'll stick with free plane tickets because I like to travel, and there's places I want to go see that probably pretty expensive to get to. So free plane tickets, would be my best option? Let us know in the comments section below how you would answer that. Thanks so much for watching and listening. We will see you next time.